Hello, all you baby little snacks. What is up? Ooh. Events, guys, events. Look at that. So many events. Oof. Stellar reunion. Oof. All these primos. Eh. What is that? Oh, map of mirror. Eh. Don't need it. I don't need anything from here, or here, or here. I just want that stuff. Nothing there. Ooh. Ooh. Let's do this test run. Alright, let's see here. Character Kazuha Kirahara. Okay. He only gave me Barbara for the trial. Wow.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
I'll protect us. Come on, we can do it.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Quick and easy. Yes. Give me those primos. Sure, I'll try Calais just for the primos.
I must leave no stone. Pew! Boing, boing, boom! Blazing delight! Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Time to clean up. Yep. Steady as stone. Yep.
Come here, guys. Yeah.
Dumpy, dumpy, go! Sparks and splash! Ah, boom! Boing, boing, boom! Oh, yeah, boom!
Eh. She alright. Clee's fine. Clee is just fine. Not that else. Give me my primos, please. Oh shit, not what I wanted to do. Damn it. I hit the wrong button. That was an oopsie. Let's see, so tomorrow's 10:00 for Warframe. Can't stream that, because I don't know how. Not sure I'd be allowed to anyways. But Sunday will be a good stream, as I will be talking with a friend about Tennokan. What do you want? Let's do this. Ooh, what's this? Mail? Oh. Oh, Hutao's birthday. Dope. Something in the shop? Deluxe skin. I can't get any of that. Huh.
Stabilize.
I don't know why I hit that. Let's see. I need to go where? Mondstadt? And here. Hello, Catherine. What do you got for me?
Ah, Traveler. It so happens that a friend of yours asked me to pass on a message.
Someone left a message for us?
My beloved retainer. Have you noticed that silver thread of which fate is woven, now twisting and twining itself around you? The Aug der Verurteilung does Großen Kaleido Phantasmus will be watching you.
I fucking hate Fischl. Her fucking Tunivia vibes are just cringe.
Apologies. This message is unusually difficult to recite. Would you like to hear more?
No.
Definitely sounds like Fischl's note.
Anyway, to summarize, Miss Fischl asked me to ask you to go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. Please meet her there when you have the time. She said that she will be waiting for you.
Excuse me.
Oh, Fischl.
Coffee.
Such a mystifying message for such a plain and simple request. Well, if Fischl's expecting us, then let's not keep her waiting. Let's head towards the cathedral plaza.
I'd rather not. But for the sake of Primos, I will. Whee! Good job being a taxi, Ayaka. You have done a most wonderful service.
There she is! And Mona, too!
Yep.
Oh, welcome, most loyal attendants of the Prinzessin.
Fucking A. Yeah, I
Which
joke
one
here.
is it? Retainer or attendant? Make up your mind.
My apologies. Main Fräulein tends to use exaggerated expressions when she's in good spirits.
Well, let's dash those spirits.
You were looking for us, right? Sounds like the fun started without us. What's got you in such a good mood?
And so, the whisper of eternal night summons you back to my side. Splendid. What a blessed reunion. A boon from beyond the eventide. Come, partake of this joy.
No!
Traveler,
Just shut up.
Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you again. Main Fräulein and I extend to you our most
cringe.
sincere greetings.
The
Say a
cringe.
proper hello too, but Paimon has no idea how to, partake.
A normal person in this situation would simply say, "Hi, traveler, how have you been?"
The traveler and I are like intertwined stars in the vast galaxy. You of all people should very well know the fate foretold by this meeting.
Precisely. Lady Magistus, please refrain from such unimaginative utterances.
Lady Magistus has long since become a citizen of the Immonachreich. She has been serving as court archmage under one's command for some time now.
That's just my surname. Don't mind that. This is so embarrassing. You're here because Fischl asked Catherine to ask you to come, right?
Indeed so, my archmage. Did even this appear in thy divination? Why, your powers are truly dangerous.
Oh, for the love of... No, of course not. You told me yourself that you'd left a message with Catherine.
Please.
Anyway,
Let's just
in my
get this
case, she
over
practically
with.
beat the door down to get me to come along. Whatever she says, please don't be too astonished.
Don't worry. We've been around the block. You can't phase us.
Oh, faithful servants, one's homeland, the Imanok Reich, which bears the darkest of all fates, draws near to this world once more.
Please don't.
Stand with me in anticipation, for the glory of our kingdom is nigh.
Wait, what?
I'm right there with you, Paimon.
Indeed. Only one's most faithful envoys are fortunate enough to be privy to this great revelation. The Imanok Reich is near Mondstadt.
No, please.
I know it sounds absurd, but there's actually something behind this, I promise. Basically,
There
what
better
Fisher means
fucking
is...
be.
All right. Honestly, look at me. A genius astrologist forced into a juvenile role-playing game. The truth is that yesterday, Her Highness encountered the Spark Knight Klee outside of the city. Both being of great fame, they recognized one. It was already getting dark, so, in that spirit of great compassion and care for which she is known, Her Highness personally accompanied Klee back to Mondstadt.
Yep.
On the way, Her Highness
Definitely.
relayed to Klee the story of her origins. Upon hearing the tragic tale of the fall of Her Highness's homeworld, the tender-hearted Spark Knight inquired, with tears welling up in her eyes.
Oh no. Is the Imanok Reich really
Oh, mortal, your sovereign's heart is touched by the...
Stop it with the fucking cringe.
Could you cut the reenactment?
In short, Klee gave Fischl an island to serve as the promised land where the Imanok Reich will appear. I didn't believe it either at first, but then I saw this letter.
Alice.
Providence has gifted Main Fräulein with an excellent opportunity. Esteemed traveler, as Main Fräulein's cherished retainer, you deserve to bear witness to this grand moment with us.
This island looks kind of familiar.
Traveler, curtail thy umming and awing at once. The throne of the Imanok Reich calls for me. Come, be my blade. Clear the way and witness what is to come.
Hopefully your head on a platter.
I think she just wants to invite you along to the island with her. That being said, I have a feeling that I'll be better off not performing any divination where that island's concerned. Huh? Klee is involved in this, which means her mother is probably involved, which means that old hag is involved. Thanks, but no thanks.
You, who have traveled to the farthest reaches of the world, fathom the celestial path of stardust in the palm of your hand, and witness raindrops converge and become one with the undercurrent.
Must chart the course that leads the way to the land promised to Main Fräulein by fate.
Oh, Fischl doesn't know the way there. Since thou asketh for our help,
Oh, fucking stop this!
you that we are good friends. Come on, just play along.
No. I don't. Fuck you, Mihoyo.
Behold,
Forcing
the
me to
Watcher,
have this
the God,
shitty ass
the
fucking
weaver of
conversation of
dreams,
Chunibyo
the traveler.
magnitudes.
To sum up, traveler, since you say you know the way, we'll let you take us to the island. I mean, the promised land. Oh, good, fine.
Very well.
Main Fräulein means to say,
Fucking A. That is just cringed.
Paimon's
Cringy,
exhausted.
cringe, cringe.
You cuckoo! It's 12 o'clock sharp in the Immernachtsreich. mind-blowing place. Kaya's mind works in mysterious. A certain somebody who's definitely going to be in the tavern at this hour.
Crumble!
Keep forgetting. This is really, really bad. Fischl's my least favorite character. She was just so fucking cringe. Like, I don't find how she talks entertaining at all.
We're here, Tone Deaf Bard! What are they doing in Mondstadt?
Kazuha,
Oh, look at
Jinyo.
that! You're really here. Come on, take a seat and join our delightful conversation.
Wow, Traveler, Paimon! Speak of the devil, we were literally just talking about you.
Truly a curious coincidence.
Kazuha? Shinyan? What are you doing here in a Mondstadt tavern? And how'd you end up having to share a table with the Tone Deaf Bard?
Tone Deaf Bard? Now that's a fun stage name. It seems like you're a pretty well-known singer, fella.
Though sadly not a rock and roll singer, or we could perform a duet. So, you all know each other. My newfound friends are my old friends' friends from afar. How fantastic. This is a rare opportunity indeed. Oh, we should form a poetry club and call it, the Free Poet Society, or something like that.
Yeah, I felt like getting out and finding some new inspiration for my songwriting. Kazuha felt like going on a trip too, so we figured we'd travel together. Last month, Beto held a big booze-filled party called the Drink Till You Sink Championship, and she put me in charge of the music. And that's where I met Kazuha.
Although Shinyen can come across as unruly at times, her musical understanding is highly nuanced and original. Safe to say, our shared appreciation for music struck a chord in us both.
Oh, you can say that again. In Kazuha's hands, even a leaf becomes an instrument. That makes him an expert among my friends. Starting from Liyue, we passed through Stone Gate and kept going till we came into Mondstadt. Then along the way, we saw this really awesome manor. It was something else.
Oh, yeah, we know the one. Our friend owns that place.
Really?
Deal
Y'all
with-
sure have a lot of friends. Well, whoever it is that lives in that fine place must be really loving life, huh?
Yes, so.
Similar souls tend to attract each other. Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, you're too nice. Unlike some people who only ever seem to poke fun at Paimon.
By the way, do you know anything about the Iridescence tour? It's supposed to be huge. Rumor has it that all 7 nations of Teyvat are gonna be involved. Well, so far it's mostly just empty promises. Anyway, it's supposed to be a music festival. The organizer really did a number on me last time. They canceled on me. But I hear that they're still active. I'd love to give the festival another shot. But wouldn't you know it, the plans fell through again. How can they mess up this bad?
Music is all about inspiration. Maybe the organizers canceled the show because theirs dried up. But fear not, weary travelers, for your journey was not in vain. It has, after all, brought you here, to me, to the Temple of Music.
Your Temple of Music must have more than just good tunes. You're a bard, ain't ya? A song's gotta have a good story or it doesn't make the...
Exactly. Ah, you understand the meaning of being a bard so well. To express my gratitude...
I've met many bards during my travels, but none of them are as entertaining as you.
I'm sure it all comes down to the richness of my imagination and, by extension, the poverty of theirs. And on that note, here is a fantastical tale that is sure to delight you all.
Can I get to, like, the event, please?
Legends tell of an emerald isle in the middle of the ocean. There, the Dodo King and his people live a blissful existence. When a Dodoko is born, it dives into the water. Some learn to swim. Others are carried away by the waves, all the way to Mondstadt, where they befriend the children there. One Dodoko made a new friend in Mondstadt, the little Spark Knight. But the Dodo King did not approve. He demanded that the little knight come to the island, so the little knight, together with her most important friend in the world, braved the wind and waves, finally reaching the middle of the ocean. But Dodo King was not there. Dodo King had lied. There was no trial by fire or interrogation. The little knight's mother, who was a mage, had built an entire summer city there as a gift to her daughter, along with this message. Summer is the season of love. It is the time for freedom and fun. So everyone, please sing, dance, and enjoy yourselves here.
That's just what happened at Golden Apple the first time. All this bullshit just to get to the event. Come on. Want to do the event, nothing else. That's the most boring clap I've ever heard, by the way.
I now have the urge to visit that island.
I'm glad you liked it. Well, there's wine on the table, and I have stories to tell. Seems like...
Here's to music. Come on, traveler.
No.
Don't worry. If you don't like wine, there's juice as well.
It's not that I don't like
In
wine,
that
it's
case,
that
I'll
my
have a glass
character
of
can't
juice.
fucking drink. It's just juice.
Oh no! Kazuha!
Uh-oh. This fella's drunk. But, wasn't he drinking fruit juice?
More.
Oops. I think I accidentally placed some fruity cocktails out there. My bad. Anyway, guess it's time to talk about business after all that drinking.
Oh yeah! That's a good point! We didn't come here to drink.
Oh my fucking god. Please. Let me get to the event. Is he upstairs? Yeah.
Look where we are. Yup, I can sense that you're about to tell me something. Klee gave a special gift from her mother to an adventurer friend? As I'm sure you've already guessed, that letter is most definitely...
Yeah, that...
Speaking of, guess which two people I ran into on my way to the tavern today?
Master Jean? Or
A mother and daughter, both with long elf ears and the most amazingly adorable...
Alice and Klee?
Ding, ding, ding! Correct! The unaging mage was taking her teeny tiny knight on a vacation, and I happened to run into them. As a friendly greeting, she also said that if I meet any fun friends, I should share this gift with them. So now it's yours to keep. Minus the fuse, so don't worry, it's not going to explode. Come on, take it. This way we can talk to each other just like this. Even when
How
we're
much
apart.
more dialogue shit do I gotta go through just to
It's
start
called
the event?
Dodo communication. I heard that the she and Clea. Don't worry about.
Sounds like the...
Traveler, you're my friend. And as your friend, I just want to give you something that'll make you happy. How can you think this of me?
Fair enough. Actually,
How did they get down the stairs that fast?
Ah, you're back.
They jumped the
Poor
stairs.
Kazuha's still out for the count. Seems like he can't handle alcohol, so...
Shinyan,
Can't.
Well, all the more.
Okay, so...
someone's got it covered apparently. There'll be a few others joining us on this trip, and we're meeting at the city gate. Oh, yeah. They don't official yet, do they? Okay, so...
Paimon, don't get me wrong. I'm just asking to make sure. But after all, canceling the Iridescence tour after people already made the trip, that's...
Ugh, why won't...
Whether you're a princess...
I'm sure looking forward to it.
Too much dialogue with this shit.
I'll have to pass.
You serious?
I promised a young lady with cat ears and a cat tail that I'd sing at her tavern to boost business and beat the competition. Ah, yes, the competition being this place, which has six-fingered Jose.
Aren't you allergic to cats?
Yup. I can always sing on their... She told me that as long as their sales surpass their competitor, there's a whole month's worth of wine in it for me. Oh, so have fun.
Seriously, there's just too much dialogue with this. Like, you can't just make, like, quick little introduction to the event and then get right up into the fun stuff. You gotta have, like, a 30-minute fucking dialogue scene with everything, and then it's like, why? Yeah, get out of the chair. Let's go already.
Today is the day of one's reckoning with fate, as foretold by the night sky. Humiliation suffered
Stop
in the past,
it!
the shame we have carried all these years. One bids you...
Mein Fräulein.
Of course...
Let me see. Huh. It really is someone else's catchphrase.
Wow, you're here early.
Hi, who have you brought with you?
Oh, allow Paimon to introduce to you...
Hey, I'm Xinyan from Liyue. I like rock and roll, sunny days, and... You must be the princess Paimon told us about. You sure do look the part. I hear you're from a... And this lady over here. My family tells me that only the wisest scholars wear pointed hats like this one. Guessing that applies to you, too.
Oh, I like her. She can stay. Xinyan,
Wow.
your gaze pierces the dark veil.
She's trying to say thanks. You say all the right things. And this?
No, well, it's...
Mona is amazing. She can find out everything about...
A princess, an astrologist, and an articulate raven retainer. In the company of giants, my humble self hardly deserves... I am Kaedehara Kazuha from Inazuma. It is...
What ho, Kazuha? Divulge thy epithets and thy vocation.
Oh, Mein Fräulein would like to know where you work and...
I'm afraid I'm just...
This guy is an expert in the sword arts. He parries blades that none...
What? Is he really? Let me take a look. Huh? Oh my. Hi, Kazuha. I'm absolutely delighted to meet a great sword master like you. Could we ask you to...
One hereby declares you, Captain...
For even Lady Magistus to praise your skills, you are surely one of rare talent.
Okay, Lady...
Lady Majig...
The jig.
Oh, just told me. By the way, Lady Magistus, we found out how to get... A legendary great mage gave us a big hint.
Fucking Christ. The fuck? fuck is that thing?
Look, everyone! Here's our vehicle!
Somehow, I suddenly don't.
What a, unique little thing. Looks kind of like Guoba, doesn't it?
Guoba. Is he the magical creature at Wanmin Restaurant? Now that you mention it, it does look quite...
To be honest, even Paimon isn't...
I see. Oh, behold, the doorway cloven by thundering retribution. By such means as I once descended into this realm.
I will enter first. Main Fräulein need not worry.
He's in. And now
Why, this truly...
Maybe I should just.
Lady Magistus, it's fine. This is Alice's creation. It's totally...
Right,
I fucking hate this. I can't stand Fischl at all.
It's so dark in here.
Come on now. Let's all try and.
I thought it was a snake.
Everyone, be careful.
Hello? Ugh. Fucking Fischl. I don't know how anyone can stand her.
We finally landed. What was that all about?
What a beautiful place. The wind is soft and the ocean is calm. And a pleasant scent blows on the breeze.
Yeah, welcome to the Golden Apple Archipelago. Finally, I'm on the island.
Yep. Paimon's feeling weak.
An ocean of life, and a land filled with flora.
Oh, faithful retainers, this is the blessed paradise. I, who command the darkness, shall lead you to yonder gate. Shall lead you to yonder gate of dream.
Your Archmage Magistus thanks you for your kindness, Your Highness. In this moment, I offer my blessings to the
Mona.
Don't ask. Just follow my lead.
Oh, right. Praise be.
My sincere gratitude to you for inviting me.
You're happy. Now, as I take my first step on this pilgrimage, I shall perceive this. On the contrary, Lady Magistus, blessed as you are with the great power of Hydro, one yet finds too many impurities in...
Main Fräulein means Lady Magistus.
Oh, fish. I'm happy enough to join in with the play acting without complaining, but how dare you ridicule...
Oh my, Main Fräulein. Steel yourself, Main Fräulein.
Oh yeah! Swimming race, swimming!
Can I please just not do this
Challenge accepted.
anymore?
Heed my words, lowly Lady Magistus. You shall pick...
Ridiculous. I've never lost a single swimming race in my life.
Well, considering Mona doesn't need to swim, yeah.
Are they serious? Running? I thought they were gonna swim.
I take it you have no present plans. I want to start by surveying the area first. Want to come... Xinyan.
Seems like everyone's got things to do. I'll stay here and hold down. Don't worry, I got this. You're gonna take a look around, right? Well, make sure you let me know if there are any good views.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, that's annoying. And I'm supposed to get there... Oh, the boat's on the other side. What are you getting stuck on? There's nothing there. Huh. That's a lot of primos. 16 phantasmal conches. Okay. Huh. Cool, I guess? I only did like a day or two of Golden Apple when it first dropped. No, not what I wanted. Here we go. There. Like right on it. Alright. Oh, it's right there.
All right, but don't worry about that.
Oh, that's not even what I'm looking for. So what am I looking for?
Zakar, don't push yourself. Let's go and rest. What's going on?
Because Halo Trolls? Yay! Look at that, it's unlocked. Woo. No! No, get back on the rock or something. There we go. Hello, Hilly Turtles? Is that even hitting them? Yeah, it is. Man, this thing's weak. This thing's like super weak. What?
Embrace the ice!
Gather!
Get in the water.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Yeah, can't stop me now.
Hey, what's that huge weird thing over there?
It appears to be some sort of machine. And an army cap with traces of hydro next to it. It seems that we are not the first to... Also, there are footprints here. Fresh ones. Likely no more than a few days old.
Really?
What?
Traveler, Paimon.
Why? Did you...
Someone was here. And they're still nearby.
There's other people here? Oh, Paimon...
Yay! Can I
Look, the
fight
cap
them
has
and
traces
beat
of
them
hydro
up?
on it. Then let's follow the traces of elemental energy.
No, let me just beat them up.
We're close. Watch out.
It's the Fatui!
Solidify!
My apologies. Out of the frying pan.
Yeah, no.
Why are there
Sucker.
Fatui on this island? Isn't there a single place in this world without mint, sweet flowers, and Fatui? Interesting.
Cappy Cap's gone. Where's Cappy Cap?
Are you looking for something?
What the fuck?
I can't look. I don't know anything. Give me back
Is this the cap you're...
my brother's Cappy Cap. Give me.
What the fuck?
Don't bully me or I'll punch you in the...
Stop right there! What are you doing here?
Another Fatus. We can ask you the same question.
Protect Cappy Cap. We're brother.
Forget the cap. It's your brother we're looking for.
What happened to him?
Nothing. He has a fever. He's just a little... I don't have to tell you anything. Go bother some...
This island belongs to our friend. You better watch what you say.
What? I thought this island was uninhabited. That's why we came here to... Fine. It's a new
No.
kind of energy generator that I invented. We were simply looking for a deserted island to test it out on. There. Satisfied?
Yeah, and if you don't do as you're told...
Please.
Hey, stop crying. All right, I promise we'll stay within this area.
By the way,
Because the cursed thing is broken.
Haha.
As much as I hate to say
That's what you
it,
get.
our tests did not go to plan. We were getting ready to leave anyway.
Oh, well, just see yourselves out whenever you're...
Come on, let's go.
Haha.
Paimon
I
can't
beat him
believe
up.
we have to deal...
Why would the Fatui appear in such an isolated corner of the world? Whatever. Even though we're on vacation, we should stay. Also, in the interests of keeping the ladies, let's keep this between us for now.
You're so considerate.
Paimon, you flatter me. The scenery is beautiful.
Nah. Yeah, there really is nothing there, huh?
We're back!
Just in time.
Utter my supreme name and see how Lady Magistus, the presumption...
Oh, no, you don't. Don't put...
Oh, wise Pi...
Lady Paimon, the time to show your loyalty is nigh.
Fuck off,
Wait.
official.
Shouldn't Pi...
Yes, we did
Right? Well, you were off to...
Now that you mention... I, too...
Well, there's plenty to go.
Inviting Lady Xinyan here was an astute decision.
Paimon's done talking. You guys carry on if you want to go hungry.
Since Xinyan made dinner for us,
Paimon...
This is so...
The Fatui is bothering you too, right?
Huh?
Huh? Remember the bomb thing that Venti gave us? We can contact... Wait,
Welcome
no,
to the
not
channel.
a bomb. Venti said it's called... Yeah. Let's ask Venti if he knows it.
Yeah, I'm a Zhongli Min. I've turned him into quite the DPS powerhouse.
I know that.
How come you're sneezing?
I'm at the cat's tail. So many.
Could you be a... Alright, well...
Screw...
Venti,
Oh,
there's some strange
it's
things going
you,
on this island.
Christian.
We ran into the Fatui.
The Fatui. Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they?
But they're ruining our
Finally, you're gonna
vacation.
catch a stream, huh?
Really? But, you sound...
Yeah, but something just...
I haven't heard anything new about the Fatui. But, don't worry. Adventuring is what the same wind graces the seaside as that which wafts over pastures.
He's
Whenever
talking
you see
through the ball
clouds,
like a
it was
foe.
the wind that carried them there. Don't worry, my friend. The wind will always be... Look at it!
Okay, so...
So much fucking dialogue. Can I please just start the event? Like all the other stuff. Jesus. It took me an hour to start that. An hour. It should not have taken that long. Ew. What is all this? Ew. Complete the challenge within 140 seconds? What? Yeah. I don't know, to be honest. I really couldn't tell you. So that's a time thing. Is there actually anything worth doing? Those are all boats. Supposedly Raiden is on 3.5 or something. I don't know. But I have no idea about Zhongli's next rerun. I was gonna go over there? Yeah, shit. I suck at the map. I haven't played this in so long. Yeah. Anything here? Doesn't look like it. Definitely. Give me something to do. Or I'm just gonna switch games anyways.
Stabilize.
Whirling snow.
Take this.
Alright, man.
Order
You could just lurk in the channel if you wanted to. Exclamation mark lurk.
My apologies. Whirling snow.
Lightning flash. Solidify.
Come here, you butthead. No. Ugh. Why'd they make those unclimbable? No. So stupid. Thank you. At least a chest.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Let's see. Anything at all?
Stabilize.
Anything at all. Oh, am I gonna make it? I'll at least make it up to here. Whew. That was close. What this? Anything? No, just some fucking bird eggs, that's it. Wow. Climbed all the way up here for nothing. That's stupid. There's really nothing here. Why? I really need frickin' Sumeru. That'd give me something to frickin' do. Exploration and whatnot.
Garfield, let's take a break. Who knows whether we'll...
Are those things the conches that I need? Nothing in here. Just a giant shell. There's nothing there. Or is it like above me? Up there? Up there. Oh, there's no way up. Oh shit. Bouncy pad or anything? No. No safe, reliable way up. At least not on this side. Maybe here? Oof. Maybe. If I can squeeze myself up this way and get onto that, maybe. Oh, this is gonna be close. Can I post up here? Yes. Barely, but yes. Whew. Sketchy climbing. Let's see. Ooh. Almost fell. To my doom. Okay. We can get right there. Yay! I made it.
All right, Zakar.
Okay, come.
Zakar. Pretty cool name. Maybe there's some stuff on there. But I'm gonna look at the rest of this island right here first. Oh, some iron and stuff. Anything up here? Anything I don't? No. Alright. Since there's nothing up here, I'll go to that other island. Using... Come on. Yes. Hello? Okay, so nothing. Some mint. It's actually kind of boring. This island. All of this. I might just change games, you know. There's nothing here. Yay. Got more of the island. Woo. Oh, look, I've already got 5. Nice. I mean, I don't really care for that. Her outfit. I don't use her. Where is she? Official, where are you located on my thingy? Oh. Yeah, it looks nice. I just Don't care for it. Where's D-Luke? Kind of want to see his first 5-star skin. Oh, I see. He just has his ponytail higher up. Okay. That's actually kind of cool looking. It is kind of a cool skin, not gonna lie. But, meh. I don't really care for any of them. And this island. You know what? I'm gonna do a different quest. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. To Inazuma.
Her Excellency. What is she trying to communicate?
She's not happy.
Since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
What do you mean it's been a while?
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So,
I really need to get to Sumeru now.
huh? Hey, what the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down
What
a
the
little.
fuck? He moved instantly?
Take this! Bellowing thunder!
Eat this!
Wait!
What?
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
No.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you... No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business.
I'll make it my business.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here with... Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Right? Paimon... Anyway, just to be on the safe... Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean, beyond already knowing each other? Anyway, Paimon heard that the crux
Shut
is
up,
stalking
Paimon.
at the moment.
Yay. All I want is to get to frickin' Sumeru now. So I can just explore. And all that, you know. I don't see the Crux fleet. Where is it, huh?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughed.
Oh, so...
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really...
Just a little while ago,
I mean...
this would have been completely unimaginable.
He stopped
Thank you.
an attack
We'll
that
go pay a
cleaved
visit
a
to the
fucking
Tenryo
island
Commission.
in half, of course.
All right, then.
Yeah, I guess we... I hope y'all are having a wonderful day.
Oh? It's you.
Yes, it is a me, Mario.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat... In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
Yes.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
In that
also,
one moment.
Eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Oof.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct.
Yeah.
However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way.
That's fair.
But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation...
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then.
Yikes! We nearly...
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him. Then...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Yeah, I can't die.
Come on. Let's go and track down
At least not without putting up a major fight.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
That's... way over here.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedahara.
You are too kind. We are currently
Oh? Mr. Kaidehara is currently the top. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you...
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic, but I wouldn't know where to begin if we...
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
Yeah,
it would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
Good.
It seems you are
I'll
every
kill
bit...
him.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand. Oh, actually, there was one let me tell you about it,
Sure. During times...
All right, then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the... One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma?
Crap.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smith. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish...
Sure, can't hurt.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by...
Sounds good. All the...
Dope.
Ah, if it isn't Kaeda...
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been... After I returned to Inazuma, I visited... Yes, you may recall the story of the...
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the
craft.
It's like
the embodiment of
turning
practice
each
makes
motion
perfect.
of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings. and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedahara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryou Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryou Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes.
A collector.
On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift.
The great gift of death.
The item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Nah.
You have our word.
I'd rather not.
From the sound of that, Hyman doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us at...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Nagato. When did Naruto become a part of Genshin? Oh wow. Okay, I'll just travel up there. Huh. Well, that was a quick load. Holy shit.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
No idea.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Wow.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him,
I've known people
I
like
gave him
that.
an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
Damn,
and
harsh.
that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts.
No.
Even though I'm still a little mad at him. We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A
A
little?
little confusing. More like completely mystifying.
Finally, Paimon said
Let's try
something
a change of
accurate.
scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, let's go to the fucking crime scene, huh?
Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
An interesting explanation. Aminoma Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nut. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details. But it's a far-fetched theory. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Aminoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fight. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, Aminoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker. Namely, that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Aminoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Aminoma and
Okay.
Why don't we
Let's head
go
out of the
to
city and
where
check
it
out
was?
the warehouse. There's still a...
Wow. Should have just gone to the place of the fire in the first place. You know?
Wait, I hear something ominous and...
Oh! This must be another one of those. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in the
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can... It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami. Indeed. But this... We should remain vigilant.
Or we go gung-ho into it.
So it's an
The force is definitely coming. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But the residue it left behind, judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that...
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the...
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy. From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became...
So what should we...
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look. If we don't open this door, we can move no... You need...
I want to go in. Let us go in right now. Right this second. Just put me in the action, please.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary! Paimon was...
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's quiet your mind and focus on...
Oh, wrong thing. No, it's not that. It's not that. What am I looking for exactly? Oh, I never knew there was one in the tree. Oh, it's a fox. Okay. Oh, it's this stuff. Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Solidify! Order guide you.
It's...
Yeah.
Look at this.
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink, well...
I am Nagato, wounded. He took my most precious blade, blah blah. I chased him, could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. My stomach kept bleeding. Some strange power has sustained me. Why'd he steal that blade? I was going to sell it. Blah blah blah. It hurts, yeah. I can't fall unconscious. Got it right. What will happen to blah blah and blah? I'm really sorry. Blah blah. Obsession. Yeah, okay, whatever.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as...
So...
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that, whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here. Yes, right, if Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic...
Right!
Yeah.
So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further... All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only...
Wait!
Huh.
You figured it...
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish... On with the search. We must...
Yes, let's continue with some good action, not some boring bullshit, you know? Whee! Whee!
He seems...
Why here?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sensed... Show yourself!
Hey, it's the guy who attacked us.
Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from... What's your problem, huh? What?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenome Yuya that stands before... But what if instead of facing Amenome Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
That is a beautiful blade. I wouldn't mind having that in real life.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa! Surely you...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organism. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, or rather as a means to occupy Amenome Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already did... Many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's
Hey, Panny. How you doing?
All he could
You
do
doing
was to flee the
good?
nation
I hope
by
you're
sea
doing good.
on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time.
Yeah, so
and a
I
little
decided
faith.
to do a Genshin stream today
Sure enough,
because tomorrow is TennoCon for Warframe,
all of his life's work.
and
his
I'd
wisdom,
rather have
his skill,
more
it culminated
stuff to
in
talk
his
about and
creation
discuss
of me.
with
He
that
not only
after
bestowed
having
upon
seen
me the
it, as
greatest of
opposed to
strength,
what
but
I
also
want
endowed
to
me with
see.
a consciousness of my own.
Because, to be honest, I just want
Conceit,
to see
the Raiden
something
Shogun lost
new
not only
with
the
Warframe.
single most perfect blade in the entire
But
world, but also
it'd
an
be a lot
irreplaceable
more
achievement
engaging
in the
to
art
be
of
like,
blade
yeah, so
forging.
all this happened, what do you think about it? To people who play Warframe or just watch TennoCon just to watch
the people
it,
of
you
the
know?
time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one.
Yeah, I'm
in all
fine.
other respects, an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenome Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
Damn.
When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
What a dick.
After I
But I
returned
like
to
it.
Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenome Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver Otachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now.
How about... Ah, fuck. Let me use this, get him over to the water. Come on. Yep.
This is order.
Crystallized, frozen, shocked, and now on fire.
Join me. That divine light.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
That was
Do not stand in my
too
way,
fucking easy.
or I will strike.
Your bluff's fooling no...
Lost. I can never lose. It is this box. Even if you defeat me here, The one who falls will not be me. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. The end result is the same. I will end this and even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small, by any means necessary, and any medium of...
Your fighting style. It is indeed, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and...
Really?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratched. In that regard, why would I?
Because all of that is in the... I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its... Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his...
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
What?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
Nah.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing.
You could be changed.
I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan.
How stubbornly you stick. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a...
What?
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will once we have dealt with them, we shall...
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release...
Don't do this, Kazuma!
Damn, nice.
This is the only... The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenome Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance.
What?
Even if things take a turn, we have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Your disdain
Do
for me
it.
betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I now.
Here's a nice blade. Can I keep it?
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will.
What should we do next?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't if a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between if he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing... Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ron...
All right.
What about Amenome...
The blade says he'll let Amenome Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his...
Are we sure this is... Okay, fine.
It sounds like the best idea. Let's do it. Where's that at? Let's go. Right now. I'll go from up here. And I'll glide over to it, and then I'll destroy everything. Make it all mine. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get on Dauntless last night. I'm trying to save up what little bounty tokens I have for another Dauntless stream, for something to do. But James did tell me that he is going to play tonight. He said he's going to play like maybe 2 hours of Destiny and then get on to Dauntless, so... I don't need animal. Yeah, so... I was just being lazy last night. Wow, yeah, let me not even use my own characters, huh?
Into the wind. One with nature.
It's my lucky day.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
I mean, it's just...
One with nature.
Deep... It's just Lightbound Boreas. I mean, he's not anything to me.
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to... Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your...
How strange. Rather than trying to let's keep going.
Like... I want more content. That's what I want. Ooh, chest. Ah.
Let's get down to business.
The wind knows me. the wind.
To the ferry? It's my lucky day.
Yeah, come on.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
I mean, even without my own characters.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to...
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give... He's still trying to achieve...
And yet, it's falling apart. Any chests here? I don't see any there. What about on this side? Chests? Chest. Oh, no. Anything up? No.
Time to go.
There's no chesticles. Chest. Nothing. What about over there? Down there? Nothing. It's so boring. Oh, here's a chest. I mean, I found it just relatively easy to beat.
One with nature.
That won't work.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
You win this battle.
Are you okay? It looked like you were...
Yes.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance.
True form? What are you... Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating
I mean,
anymore.
it still looks like a cool sword. I'd still take it.
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
There they are! Take them down!
Murayama?
Where do they keep coming from? Yup!
Don't worry. It's just...
It's just more of the same. Wow, still can't use my own weapon.
Into the wind.
Characters.
One with nature.
This will do!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
I want to use my own people.
With your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, no one knew anything of my story throughout my travels. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would...
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor and without proper maintenance. I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen.
All out of coffee
Yours
now.
is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue. Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but this blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time.
Nice.
Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power: skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my...
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to... I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy."
I really do like how that sword looks, though. I want it
I go back?
in real life.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm.
I want it. Give sword now.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, a bladesmith lay quietly on the bed. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively.
Wow. That was the blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith.
So that's the truth. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what's... This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. Yes, time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though.
Gonna give me that sword now? Come on.
When I look back at the past, I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition...
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release, but I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my crew?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, my physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude hurt? What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never... Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of... You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle.
Oh?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and...
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he...
Yay! Can I have the sword now?
I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I do not wish to be a mere victim in this.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for...
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Ooh, chest. Gimme. Gib. Where do I go? Lag. I go there.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Still. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with...
It is my honor also.
A legitimate duel, huh? Where are you, dude? Okay.
The wind knows me.
What are you doing over there? Get over here.
One with nature.
Miss me.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows. Into the wind.
Owie.
The wind knows.
Yay. Easy peasy.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands, his sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that's...
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of...
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would... Maybe we can go back there.
What does he want?
I'm not sure.
Yes. Yes. Can I have this sword now? Give. Give now. Give. Give me. Give me. I want it. Give. Give. Gil.
Oh, it's Yuya!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them.
A prized Ishin blade. Turned weapon that control... Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency...
Really?
Oh, shit.
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will live. And
Oh,
now
I
that
thought he
Yuya is
died.
back, it seems like the fight...
I think I know what you want.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me.
What? No way!
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. I have decided to let him do it. Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Ooh, that's even more beautiful now.
Rest in peace.
I gotta keep it. I get to keep.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really, really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them. I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Wait! Shouldn't we also go...
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the finding, and it's also time to give him a...
Can I have the sword now? I have sword?
You've returned. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon.
Wow, you sure kept...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaedehara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go. The Kaedehara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certain.
I am aware, but I still...
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance...
Great.
Where will you travel to next?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Dope. Do I get sword? Give sword now? Yeah! New sword. I wonder if it's good for her. Whip up Hue and Gale, dealing AoE damage. Oh no. It's not. That's poopy. There. Yeah. That's fine. That sucks. I don't really have a character that would be good for them. That's max, not max. I don't use Rosaria anymore. Where was it? Oh, down here. Attack percent. Let's see here. What does it really say? When a normal charged or plunging hits, it will whip up a Hewing Gale, dealing AoE damage equal to 180% of attack and increasing attack by 15% for 8 seconds. Yeah, no, that's for like an on-field character right there. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That blows. That really blows. That's not fair. It's such a nice looking sword, too. Let's see here. After casting, gain 1. Up to 3. For each seed consumed. No. No. By 6%. Hits an opponent, character loses 3. Oh, God, no. Ew. How about this? Oh, affected by cryo. That actually would have been good for Rosaria, I think. If I had her. Well, I have Rosaria, but I just don't use her anymore. I don't need any of this. Yeah, that's the same thing. I have no use for any of this stuff now. Well, guess I'll leave it off here. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Sunday. Hope to see y'all there.
Shogun must have her